Broadcast. I want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Week Ahead. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Sunday, May the 6th, 2012. What an open. These are the S&P futures. That's not even telling us anything. That's how they closed on Friday. They're going to gap down, faux show. What an open. The euro getting slammed across the board. Sarkozy is a loser. He lost by 4%, 52.48, and the Greek elections did not go very well. The perfect storm. Oh, baby. And hopefully if you were, watching my tweets, we went home long the dollar, short the euro. Working out very well. Will it last? Yeah, I think euros will break through 130. We'll take a look here. And again, just on the fears, you look at this weekly chart, this looks like death. Death warmed over, baby. Not very good. Say sayonara. Bye-bye. Oh, baby. We're going to crack through this channel line. We take out 130. We should definitely melt more. I'm not necessarily calling for a collapse in the market. I'd love to. I would love to say we're going to collapse, but it's certainly going to be a rough night for the bulls. Could we reverse tomorrow and have a turnaround Tuesday? Sure. To me, the end of the week is the big week. We get more of the U.S. numbers coming out then, China numbers, fixed investment, industrial production, producer prices. The numbers in the beginning of the week are not going to be very good. And there aren't that many of them. Australia we get tonight. Retail sales, those are going to suck wind. Oh, yeah. Aussie gapping down, Kiwi gapping down nicely. How about that dollar Canada, Canadian Ivy? Yeah, right. They're going to raise rates. What are you smoking? Carney is not raising rates. He may have said it at the time, but the world has changed, Chico. We're in a different environment now. GDP was negative for Canadian economy. Canadian Ivy was a disaster. And this was a suck-you-in play because you know what? There are people out there that are saying, but they're raising rates. They're raising rates. I want to stay short dollar Canada. They're not raising rates. The global economy is cutting rates. Cutting. If anything, they're going to do nothing. Stay pat. Thank you, sir. I have another. Listen, I'm not surprised about Sarkozy. I'm not surprised about Greece. Really. This was to me was an easy slam dunk. I'm more surprised that I thought the Greece, the party that's been in power, the two coalition, I thought they'd be kicked out and they'd be a majority, but so to me that's a little bit of a disappointment for the Bears. To me, but it's enough. We'll take it. Euro right now heading back down towards the lows. Dogs and cats living together. We got a little mass hysteria going on. You got to freaking love it. Panic in the streets, baby. So you look at this dollar Canada with those disaster numbers. Let me tell you something. Dollar Canada could start to fly. And, you look at the Fibonacci, there's a weekly chart. Yeah, we break through, but break it down or break it out. They do it all the time. Let me tell you, we get a little Momo. Because commodity currencies are getting taken out to the woodshed and shot. Aussie dollar. 50 basis point cut. More cuts on the horizon. Look at that almost outside candle. Disgusting close. Aussie is toast. Toast. At least till Tuesday. It's going to par, baby. Easy. Easy. Want me to say it again? Easy. New Zealand dollar collapsing. The most gorgeous chart now on the downside. It broke. It broke a 6, 7, 8, whatever, 20-week freaking range. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 week. 8 days a week. Say bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Kiwi toast. Certainly, I would say my channel line is around 77. Actually, it's a little lower. 76. Oh, baby. Market thinks they're going to cut rates. I don't think they're going to cut rates, but We'll take it. Aussie Kiwi had a nice reversal. And we look at the sterling. With euro sterling collapsing, you really want to be careful with this cable. You want to sell the spike. Don't worry, it's not going to explode 100 pips, but you'll get a 50, 60 pip pop on euro sterling collapse. So, but this cable is done. That's it. We held the channel line. Europe is now delusional. They have a socialist in France. Germans are pissed. Trade is going to slow. And we got the summer coming up. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what this Holland's going to do? And again, the Greeks, they might vote to pull out of the Eurozone. You never know. But I think if the dust settles, if the coalition still has enough of a majority to stop pulling out of the Eurozone, that could be a positive. We get trade balance numbers this week. That should be very interesting. German factory orders, I want to see those. That should be a bad number. It's supposed to be up 0.5%. That's tomorrow. Industrial production supposed to be up 0.8% after last month's negative 1.3%. So we really get a good read on Germany. Trade balance. Big week. Bond auction, I believe. Big. And the China numbers at the end of the week. London, really nothing major until, they got a 30-year bond auction, but no big deal there. But industrial production, manufacturing. And then late in the week, we got CPI across the board. And burn your ass off. Helicopter Ben. He'll be talking on Thursday. And we get preliminary Michigan sentiment. That should suck. And, of course, we have Obama talking all over the place. Such a joke. How he can be still hopey-changey. He's done squat. And he still thinks, trust me, hope and change is coming. Yeah, you believe that? I got a bridge to sell you. It's such a joke. It's such a joke. This man sucks. He should go back to being a professor and teach theoretical governmental policy and let the liberals fund it. Because in reality, he don't know diddly. His foreign policy sucks. He got Osama bin Laden. That's going to be it. That's what he's going to run on. I'd love to see him say, you better off than you were 4 years ago. That's the bottom line. And you know who's better off than a year ago? 4 years ago? The 1%. I don't think you get elected that way. Stockholders, people who own stocks, maybe not for long. Those who are the ones. Bankers, Goldman Sachs, they're still getting their big bonuses. Chrysler executives, GM executives, they're unions. All right, he's got those. But has their pay gone up? They're just happy to have a job. Oil's gone up. Ridiculous amount under his watch. So if we look at this pound, it looks like a nice short to me. It looks like we come in nicely. Got channel line support. This thing goes to 160 easy. 150 pips. Listen, can we reverse and have a turnaround Tuesday? Sure. Why not? Hey, look at this sterling yen. This baby's rolling over. This should be a monster short. Dollar yen, it's not over. A lot of people are still long this currency. Hello. Dollar Swiss weekly chart. This baby looks like it wants to break out, breaking through this channel line. It's gone, like the wind. Taking it out, baby. This baby is a BOP, buy on pullback. Absolutely. I'll tell you, this pound Swiss. Oof. I don't know. I don't want to go near it. It looks like it wants to melt up. But Euro Swiss, let me tell you something. The SMB could be tested tonight. Tonight. Watch for a possible intervention. I'm looking to be shorted. I'm a little nervous, though. A little bit. But again, this is a big week. If the market closes bad this week, then sell in May and go away is intact. I think that the Facebook IPO, the market's not going to collapse until then. But, you look at some of these pound Aussie breaking out. Look at this. And remember, if you remember, I may not be doing that great in it, but I call this as my 2012 trade. 2012 trade. It's already up 1,000 pips. Pound Aussie going to the moon. It's got more to go. It's breaking out. You got to buy any pullback. Pound Kiwi is already gone. How about Pound Canada? This baby looks gorgeous. If I'm right about Dollar Canada, and we have an explosion because last I checked, they're a commodity currency too. Last I checked, oil, gold, going down. Well, maybe not gold as much, but certainly oil is in a freaking free fall. Demand destruction. And crude inventories really continue to suck. I got to tell you, this thing could go into a free fall. And let me tell you something also. Obama's reelection could depend on it. So he's going to do everything in his power to get oil down. Make a deal with the Iranians. Of course he will. Most un-American man alive. He knows nothing. He doesn't get it. Short-term gains to get reelected? Impeachable. What else? Take a look at gold. Well, listen, ECB didn't print more. We really failed. I'd love to see a nice pop-up. But things aren't dire enough. Bernanke still isn't convinced. So I think we head more towards 1550, 1560 zone. Another $70 down. Maybe even my wipeout spot, 1500. Not so sure about that. But gold looks very heavy. Looks like it wants to fall off a cliff. Again, back to the euro. I mean, look, this baby is busted. Don't get sucked in. Yeah, it's down 50, 60 pips on the open. Big deal. This baby's opening terrible. We're going to break. Will we completely melt down? I don't know. Third base. But we certainly are going lower tonight. We're certainly going to break through 130, maybe 129.75. Maybe you cover some there. But I don't think you try and catch this falling knife. This was a bad situation. This was not good. Sarkozy lost, which a lot of people didn't think he would. Everyone knew Greece was going down, but I think a lot of people are very shocked by the Sarkozy loss because he was making headway. If you remember, it was a neck-and-neck race, supposedly. People got excited. But the Aussie looks terrible. Big break. Sell any pop. New Zealand looks terrible. And again, dollar index. Can't forget about that. Breaking out. We haven't even broken out yet, actually. We're getting there. We're going to take it out. Absolutely. Now, this channel line, we did break out. Just about. We are right there, ready for momentum to the moon. All right, everyone. Those of you that emailed me. Wait. No, let's have John Edwards. How about him? He's a real winner. What a conniving mother he is. These people think they're bigger than the law. They're above the law. They really think they're above the law. It's unbelievable. But to me, Obama is one of the biggest hypocrites out there. He should be basically kissing everyone's ass, begging them to reelect him because the first 4 years, it hasn't done that great. But for him to lie to the American public, to lie and try and make the jobs number, I was at 96,000. But the loss of 358,000 more people participating, the participation rate, is at record lows. I mean, the numbers, we don't even have any numbers that are worse than this. And for him to lie to the American public, to bullcrap the American public into believing that things are better than we think, than the numbers show, is treasonous. It's not right. It's not right. This man, it's going to be a landslide. I think Romney has the tools to wipe him off. He has no record to stand by. What is his record? What does he have? Nothing. Of course, they all lie. But for him not to be a little bit more humble and to use our military, use the capturing of Osama bin Laden as one of his greatest achievements, if that's one of his greatest achievements, you really want to reelect him again? He wasn't supposed to be a warmongering president, remember? He won the Nobel Peace Prize for peace, for humanity, yet his biggest accomplishment is taking out Osama bin Laden. Okay. Good job. Romney's record is at least that he has turned companies around. Like he could claim he's going to turn this government around by streamlining things. If you're an anti-big government person, which is at the heart of my political philosophy, then that's a Reagan-esque type thing. Then you've got to like him no matter what. If he comes in, he's going to chop government and streamline things. That's perfect for me. Last I checked, government employees were not middle class. Last time I checked, government employees were more below middle class. When did government employees become middle to upper middle class? That's a freaking joke on the taxpayer's dime. Come on. Government's supposed to hire Goldman Sachs ex-employees? That's not the way government's always supposed to work. When did it become so rich that we can afford that? That's the private sector's job. So again, we look at this dollar index. It looks great. And I think that, yes, we could have a pop. But at the end of the day, I think the euro does test 130. And the S&P is going to be gapping down. And I think that, certainly on the S&P, I think we had lower. But again, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that this is it. I'm not convinced that this is it. I think the Facebook IPO, they're going to hold this market up. But this doesn't look very good. And I would imagine that certainly that 1358 or 1365, that's only 8 handles on the S&P. Certainly we should take that out. We take that out, we could floodgate. The floodgates could open up and we could be talking 1340. 1340 certainly looks more normal to me. Like the spot. And then maybe we reverse. Because there'll be Bernanke to the rescue. There'll be something that comes out. Maybe the numbers aren't so bad. Maybe China's numbers turn out to be better. Maybe. And then we end the week and we rally and we hammer. And then we go into next week rallying into Facebook IPO. But I think the beginning of the week, the numbers are going to suck. Maybe we get a turnaround Tuesday. Futz around. Thursday, big numbers for the market, China, and Bernanke talking. So I think it looks like a good setup, but I think down, and then we probably rally. Oh, baby. And again, those of you, by the way, that did sign up for my free non-farm payroll, I apologize. But I will be doing some sort of freebie for you guys. I'll email you. Crazy day. Dollar yen going lower. Bad number, dollar yen goes down. Good number, dollar yen goes up. Following the bond market. Simple as that. Global Markets Radio, the only voice you'll ever need. info@globalfxllc.com. Email me. Follow me on Facebook, Voice of Forex. Andrew.Spanton on Facebook. Voice of Forex is my fan page. Twitter, Voice of Forex. And, of course, YouTube, Voice of Forex. The only voice you'll ever need who truly loves to make you money. Check out The Voice tomorrow night. Oh, baby. Bye-bye.